What up, what up, people? We got a sleepy Smokey. Hello, people. Hope everyone is doing well. I don't know who's here. Are you another giraffe? Oh, I got two. What up, Canadian? My phone. How you doing tonight, Canadian? Once upon a time in a land far away, I said hello, I said hey, hey, I said doing what you doing today? Yeah, you having a good one? If not, that's okay. We can just sit here and pray. Hip hop today, we're gonna pave the way. Once upon a time in a land far away, I said, what's up? What you doing today? Something cool. Oh, I was probably fixing something. We got Smokey sleeping on the bed. Okay, that's not bad. I have 13 hours and 30 minutes used up, so if I play it right, I should have enough until next week. I don't think I'm staying on long tonight anyway. One, two, skip a few. Tell me what you want, tell me what you want to do. I don't know why I did that. I did turn the volumes down. Let me double check. Yeah, everything's down.
Hi.
Hello.
What are you drawing tonight?
I have no idea.
You don't know, huh? That's cool. Mm, hides it. More settings. Mm, Uh, what the?
Oh, wrong one.
Okay, there we go. So I did have a question for you though,
Yeah,
or a few questions. Okay, that. Okay. Anyway, my son bought a 3D printer,
yeah.
and I'm not sure what that does, but do you have to have a on business license to do online business stuff?
I don't know.
Well, I was asking because you have your online store thingy, so
Yeah, to be honest, I don't know all the detail stuff. So
but yeah, he wants to make keychains or some weird thing and sell them online. I'm going, okay. Well, he wants to make like an Etsy store thing or something.
uh,
Yeah. Yeah, partly I was asking because I know that you have an online store for your art, so I
yeah,
thought you might.
I don't even sell any. Like nothing sells. So like
Yeah,
until I'm actually selling something, I'll worry about the other logistics after.
yeah,
I mean, Shopify kind of takes care of some of that, but like I don't think I'm necessarily licensed, meaning I don't have an LLC.
yeah,
And I think you only need an LLC if you're doing like doing something specific. I'm not sure though.
yeah.
Like
I
I really don't know the details of that stuff.
yeah,
I should know, but I don't. I don't know if Maria is gonna make it in because she was tired, but we shall see.
yeah,
Says three people are watching at this point, so we shall see what happens.
yeah, yeah. There's like the third layer I put on this canvas because it keeps getting patchy. It's the Crayola paint for you though. You buy cheap, you get cheap.
Hello, no worries.
Right? Oh crap. It's a good thing it didn't go all over the place. Dropped my paint bottle. Not on the carpet, thank goodness. Yeah, it'll wash off. Almost like it says, "Don't use me." Yeah, I was gonna try and paint a sea turtle on this thing. No, I was just really curious because I've never seen you do TikTok and then YouTube back to back for a long time.
Well, I was gonna meet up with look, Nikki, but she ended before I got got to sit down. And I figured I'd just finish off the giraffe drawing.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Nikki's probably kind of stumped on why I haven't been back. I don't know. I guess I kind of got discouraged because when one person sees you as a negative person, everybody else does too. At least that's what I thought. So I just haven't. I was just, I totally, it's really weird. I totally deleted my TikToks, right? Both accounts. Didn't go in, didn't go in for a week, right? I decide to come back because I usually support you on there too, and the thing gave me back my account, and I totally deleted it. Kind of weird.
It is what it is.
What you making?
I don't know. I'm just kind of doodling.
It's kind of going, huh? Yeah, I just did the sides, so that's why it's flipped upside down.
Well, hello, Tiffany.
Huh?
Tiffany's in the chat.
Hi, Tiffany. How are you? Hi, Maria. Hi, Canadian. Yeah, I don't know. I might come back and start posting, but I'm not sure. I really don't know.
What was the problem?
Hi, Maria. Yeah.
What got you discouraged?
Huh?
Said what got you discouraged?
What got me to start?
Discouraged.
Oh, it's probably best if I talk to you on Messenger.
You can be open about it. Because
Well,
maybe it's something to work through, you know?
right. Bobby foreseen me as a negative person, and it kind of really hit home on my feelings. So I kind of just wanted to go away. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
was there a specific incident?
What?
Was there a specific incident?
Yeah. So I just feel that it's just not good for me to be over there on that app at all. That's
Well,
that's kind of
you shouldn't let what other people are doing affect what you're doing.
yeah, true.
I mean, I know, to be honest, I know, like, I don't know everything that went on, but I know at least that one stream that I was trying to show Bobby how to make the boxes. I didn't say anything. I left it alone, but I know she mentioned she did get upset about when I was trying to speak to her, and you were in there with the other girl. I don't remember her name. You were kind of like talking over me, trying to teach her how to do something, and you know, and like I said, I just kind of left it alone and was trying to do what I can. I'm like, okay, whatever and stuff, and I understand where Bobby came from. She couldn't hear over, you know, the multiple voices, and
Yeah,
and I agree with her that it did come off a little rude. That like you knew I was trying to teach her something, and the more I spoke, the louder you got with the other person, and that was rude. And I'm not trying to be negative with you. I'm just being honest.
yeah, I
You
know.
know, and and like I don't know if anything's happened in other streams because I don't go to everybody's stream and stuff, but you know it, sometimes I know you do like to, because you're trying to be part of the group.
Yeah,
Like if the even if it's not the topic at hand, you bring up stuff maybe about your personal life that like maybe people not. They try, if you know the group that you're in at the moment are keeping things lighthearted and not talking about problems and not talking about whatever. And you could talk whatever you want, especially if it's your own personal stream, or like with mine, we tend to go off top. We jump from topic to topic to topic to topic,
yep,
and stuff. But if you're in a group of people that don't, like, they're very protective of their energy, you act accordingly, so to speak. You're like, okay, this is not the group to bring up, me trying to move. And like, even with me, I don't, if I go to someone else, unless the topic kind of goes in that direction of people talking about personal stuff, and if I can't add to that conversation, then like I'm just there. Especially
yeah,
since we're, most of the people that you've been interacting with are artists. And if you have nothing to, if you don't have anything for that particular topic, just keep trying. you know and stuff. And you don't have to feel left out, because I don't always have anything to give or say or whatever. And you see, even with me, sometimes I do want to talk about things like my husband, or things that are going on in the world. But you see that, like, I tread very lightly, and when I feel like it's not the right space, I might bring it up for a second and go, but you know what, that's for another time. I want to I want to stay positive, so I'm gonna get off the subject or whatever. You know,
Yep.
you just gotta, you know, be aware of the surroundings, and what's appropriate for that situation.
Yeah, there was a chat I was in with Nikki and Oggs, I think is her name, and uh some others. I think it was something pipes, not sure. But I was doing a watercoloring and they were all painting and I felt left out because it was like I didn't have anything to say and they were all talking and like I was just there. So I
which
was
is,
like, I'm going down into the chat.
which is fine. You don't always have to add to it. I mean, how many times have you've seen me in one of their chats, right?
Yeah.
You see me like how many times am I just have a good night, Canadian?
Have a
Um,
good night, Canadian.
I mean, even on here, I mean, when Herman's here or whatever, sometimes he just sits there, you know,
Yeah.
or even on here, like how many times have we had like Tiffany on, and she's in and out constantly because she's dealing with stuff, but you know we don't take it personal. We just and you know you're not always gonna fit into the conversation, but that's okay because I mean we don't always fit in. We don't always have those relatable moments, but you're around when you're around people that are just being creative and they are having random conversation. You wait for the conversation to be something that you can add to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, otherwise, if you're sitting there doing your art, just continue to do your art. I mean, when I was the last couple that I went in with Bobby and um, Nikki, I was like literally probably the quietest one in there because I wasn't even in the mood to really chat. So, and I got really focused on what I was drawing. So, you know,
Yeah.
and there are times when like everybody that's on the panel is literally just sitting there drawing, not saying a word. You
Yeah,
know,
I've seen that too over there.
so I mean, but yeah, you can't and I mean I know there was a point where you were even kind of feeling left out when we were talking about doing co-hosting.
Yep.
It's not about leaving you out. It's just when I brought that up, it wasn't about I just want to co-host with Bobby or whoever. It was just you know I mentioned Echo, so in case she wanted to go live on her own channel, but wanted to be with everybody else, that she could have done that. That's all that was. It wasn't like we're trying to leave you out of it, but like I could tell from your tone when I brought it up that you were feeling left out of it, and I'm like,
Yep.
that's not. But that's what I'm saying is that you gotta hear if you listen to the tone, it's not about leaving anybody out,
Yeah.
you know. And if like you've known like me and Tiffany and Maria for a long time, so we're not doing anything intentionally to leave anybody out,
Exactly.
And when I said that and I heard your tone, like again, I chose not to get into it because I didn't want it to turn into anything
Yeah.
and stuff. I was like, it's not worth it. But I go, there's no reason to get upset about this. There was no reason to like feel like you were being. It wasn't about, again, not about leaving keeping people out of something. It's just, it was just a conversation,
Yeah.
and sometimes that's all it is. It's not about leaving anybody out. And I understand where Bobby was coming from too, because she's very, I know we've all just kind of met her.
I feel like I trigger her a lot
Well,
too.
what I realized with her is that she's very protective of her energy.
Yep.
I don't know her personal story. I don't know if any of us here really do.
Nope.
But she's very protective of her energy, and she really wants to stay out of any drama. She doesn't want to have bad blood or feel like someone's against, not liking her for whatever reason, and instead of having petty arguments or like whatever, she's just gonna step away.
Yep.
And I'll be honest, we only talked briefly, but like she felt because you and her were bumping heads that she wasn't gonna be able to come into my life or hang out with anybody else. And I was like, don't feel like you have to step away because at least with me, like I told her, I go, Nicole knows where I stand when it comes to my lives. If you're not happy with what's going on, you can step away. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, you know,
Yeah.
and like, and you know that, and Herman knows that, and anyone that starts issues in my group, in my community of people, I love you. I want the best for you. I want everybody to get along. But if you're not getting along, step away. Or if you feel hurt by something, don't call them out in the middle of my stream or act out in my stream. You go deal with it off to the side. But if I don't have a problem with either one of you personally, I'm I'm not gonna favorite one person over the other. It's just
Yeah.
you two have the problem. You two have the problem. But until you give me a reason, you're welcome. You're welcome to. You know, like
Yeah.
I mean, Angel is a good example of that. It took a lot. It took a lot, and even with Jacob's the same way. It takes a lot for us to go. Look, I'm not gonna have this in my space.
Yep.
I let people do what they're gonna do, and but if you start trying to control my stream, if you're trying to you know overpower what I want going on, then you know I'm not gonna block you, but I'm gonna step away. I'm gonna back off. You might not get invited up as often. Like when the stuff started happening with Angel. All of us, a lot of us tried to reach out to him personally, and he kept, he was in a mindset that he wasn't gonna listen to anybody. So I didn't block him. He's still welcome here, but I took away his wrench, and
Yeah.
I'm not, we all backed off from associating with him and stuff. I hope, and I know he had a really rough year, especially the beginning of this year, because I do still follow him on Facebook. His mother and his father died like really close to each other,
Oh, that's not good.
and but like I said, even Jacob, even he stepped away a little bit from him. And then he let him back, hanging out again. Yeah, we all have our own rules for our. I am free spirit. If people don't like who I am or what I do, it's for them. But as far as your content, don't let interactions with other people keep you from doing what you want to do.
Yeah.
You just, you go, all right, you know, and if you have multiple people telling you the same thing, or they're all backing away for whatever reason, then you have to look at yourself and go, okay, you know, was I overly negative? Was I trying to push my way into something? Was I trying to control, you know, the try to control the room, so to speak?
Yeah.
And if you have multiple people like that were really enjoyed your company, and all of a sudden they're like, "Look, you're being too much."
Yeah.
You, it's not about not liking you as a person. They're just saying, "Look, you know," and you got to look at, was I was I trying to overtalk people? Was I trying to, you know? And if you reject, again, it's okay to want to be part of the conversation, but again, if it's something that you have nothing to add, don't feel like you have to add to it, you
Right.
know, and don't put yourself down. Don't put yourself down, you know, because you did, because you think they're doing something more than you are, or they're better at something than you are.
Yeah.
As far as the art, as far as I know, you've only started trying to do art for yourself. What, for the last 6 months or so, maybe the last year.
Yep.
So you're trying to find your niche. You're trying to find what you enjoy, and if coloring is something you enjoy more than actually creating, then continue to color.
Yeah. That's that's mostly what I did. That and a lot of drawing and some
Yeah,
watercoloring. But the thing,
because I know one of the last lives I did see you in, you were on somebody else's panel just coloring with everybody,
yep,
and I believe I heard you say you felt out of place because everybody did better work than you.
yep,
And I'm like, but you don't, you can't be. I know it's not easy. We all compare ourselves to others, but you got to remind yourself that, one, you're still learning. You're still trying to find the way to create that's best for you.
yep,
And the group of people that we've been kind of finding on TikTok as far as their art, they're they're very chill people. They're like this group, where they're not looking to judge you. They'd rather see you, succeed and be uplifted. They
yeah,
want, and they're trying to, keep good vibes going. You know, so, and if you feel like you're in a place where you don't, you know, and when they are encouraging you, just enjoy embrace the encouragement,
yeah,
because they don't know you from a hole in the wall. They don't know, you know,
right.
so. And they all were enjoying you enough to allow you up on their panels. So, and now I don't know who you've blocked and who's blocked you, or who you're associating with at the moment and who you're not. But don't worry about it, because it's not. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm scared. That's why I'm scared to go into Nikki's chat anymore now because I know Bobby will be there and
Well, Bobby's off and on. She's not even consistently on in general. So,
yeah.
and even if she's there,
I mean,
I,
I'd be nice. Even
yeah.
even if she's there or not, I'd still be nice because that's just who I am. I mean,
Sometimes we need to blow up, blow up.
I let it go because I felt like I was triggering her too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, but again, like I said with my stream, I told her, I said, just because Nicole's there doesn't mean you can't be there. I said,
Exactly.
and I told her, I said, and Nicole knows how I run my streams. All right, I go, if there's a problem, I have no problem kicking people out and saying step away. You know,
Yep.
so and I think, and I believe the both of you, if you're both in my stream and you actually see each other, because again, I don't know who's blocking who and who unblocked who or who, whatever. Um, if you're both in the stream, I know you'll both be respectful to each other and you'll both say hi. And
Yep.
just like in here, if there's someone that you're not getting along with, you don't have to have a conversation with them. You could say hello and be respectful, and then enjoy everybody else.
Yep.
You don't have to continue to interact with everybody. So, but at the in I don't think anyone, especially in groups that we're a part of, I don't think anyone's trying to change anybody. To fit their needs. But like, if you gotten to know someone and you know that they're very protective or highly sensitive about things, you you make a decision. Is this someone that I can continue to interact with or whatever? But and if you run in the same circles, you don't have to directly stay in, keep talking to someone. Like I said, if you're both in the same live, say hello to each other and move on.
Right.
Believe me, I have my issues with you know my own insecurities and my own things that I tend to save my venting for here
Yeah. Right.
and stuff, because I think those of us that come to my YouTube lives, we need to vent every now and again, and we need that safe space to do that. And I think I've created that here.
Yeah.
That for the most part, we come and we be silly and try to forget our issues for a little bit. But if things are really bothering us or whatever, like now, instead of just leaving things unsaid. I know Bobby's not here to interact, but that's fine. But you know, I'd rather it be respectfully as possible. Like, I don't think we said anything negative. I feel
No.
like we were but and I saw how you and Bobby started connecting. I think you relate to each other.
Yeah.
Um,
I miss her.
mm. And again, she really hasn't been too active. She shows up for a day or two, and then she's not really active again.
Yeah.
But you're all awesome in your own way. Can you come up, Tiffany? Do you want to come up? Wasn't gonna stay on for long, but I can stay on for a little while longer.
Oh, you weren't planning on being on that long tonight?
I don't know. Well, I'm also trying to reserve time so I can
Yeah,
be.
true.
What have I been on? 45 minutes. How people can be so.
Trying to reserve time on StreamYard.
No worries. Do you have peppermint tea or ginger somewhere in your house? One of those might help.
Oh,
Think Maria fell asleep.
probably.
It's all good. You has ginger? Yeah, make like a ginger tea. If it's fresh ginger, put it in the pot with a little with water, and let the water, let the ginger um, steep in the water. I has ginger. I have some ginger. What else do we want to add? No, no. Okie dokie. Okie dokie stokely. Believe me, I'm dealing with my own mental health and emotions.
Yep.
I don't talk about it much, but I'm starting to realize how unmotivated I've really been the last year or so. I keep trying to push myself, but when I have a lot of quiet moments, and I really wish I could push myself to do more.
Yeah.
I need to push myself to do more. Um,
Yep.
because I know eventually, like I've talked about it a bunch of times, but I know eventually my job is not going to be there, and I could probably go to another site. I really don't want to, and I really want something to happen with my creativity as a job opportunity, a work opportunity.
Yep.
I say that, but I don't feel like I do enough to make it happen, make it real. And I know I don't do enough. I watch enough videos of people that have become successful and know how hard they work. Like, I have a lot of time to get stuff together. Like I care for my mother, but I have a lot of time. I could be getting up and really treating what I say I want to do as a second job, even if I'm not getting paid yet. I can hustle that, like I can make my, I should be making myself stay okay for the next 4 hours, on my days off, because I have 4.5 days off, almost full 5 days off.
Yeah.
Granted, I mean, even to clean my house,
It feels like a chore.
even just to even just to get out of my house, forget even cleaning my house, to just get myself up and out
Yep.
takes a lot of effort. Just to get up to go wash dishes takes a lot of effort for me.
I remember when you used to walk around town carrying your camera and stuff, doing daily vlogs.
Yeah, and I've been thinking of doing them again because I'm getting a little bit of inspiration from some of my favorite creators, because they started doing daily vlogs again, and like I'm like, I don't know if I necessarily want to do daily vlogs, but if I'm trying to promote my art, or if I'm trying to promote my creativity, I need to put myself out there more.
Yep.
And I know a lot. Some of it is overthinking. Some of it is fear based. Some of it is I'm just really unmotivated. There's a part of me that really it has become very unmotivated, and I don't know if it's you know menopausal issues. I don't know if it's just me getting older. I don't know if it's you know
It's probably partly a little bit of everything.
probably because and then the issues with my husband, and I go back and forth about, like, okay, I just gotta let him go. I just gotta give it to God, and wherever direction it goes, it goes. I mean, my husband's kind of making it easy to step away, but at the same time, because he's not really interacting with me,
It's
um,
hard.
and this past week or so, I've been asking God. I'm like, if we're really not meant to be together, please help me to step away from it. But
Yeah.
I've also been praying for him a lot, because according to his mother, which I trust his mother a
Well,
lot.
she'd know.
Well, now she's in Morocco, so she actually can see him and tell me that, yeah, he's definitely depressed. And
Yeah. Well, maybe I should have left it at the first two layers. It's
for,
still patchy. Yeah.
for me, like, I want to reach out to him so much. I didn't finally gave in and messaged him earlier just to say hello. And I'm like, don't push anything, to say hello and leave it.
That's pretty, by the way.
Thank you.
That gonna be a print?
Probably not. We'll see how it turns out.
What's
I'm debating if I want to make the one of the giraffe ones into a print.
Yeah, that giraffe one's really cool.
I missed this week's challenge, and I don't know if I want to do it.
challenge.
Yeah, they were doing the uh not Bobby, Nikki, the spinning the wheel.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So last week was the giraffe. This week was a dinosaur, I think. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I want to draw a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Even like I didn't see that live. I just saw that she was drawing a like the skeleton face of a dinosaur, and I was like, do I want to draw it? I'm like, I don't think I was like, if I were to draw one, which one would I draw? And I don't know which one I would draw. So I'm like, okay, then don't draw it. And I was like, okay, I won't draw.
Right.
And it's all Tiffany's fault,
Mm,
just because I said so.
right.
What do I want to put at the bottom here? I would ask you for a card, um, Tiffany, but I don't want you to have to type it out. The other day at work, I was trying to I pulled out my notebook for the first time in over a month, and I started writing, and was falling asleep as I was writing. And then when I went to look at the last word I wrote, I have no idea what I tried to write.
Yeah. Tiffany.
I might try to reach out to Nikki or Pearl. Pearl lives in Massachusetts, so if I can push myself to try to meet up with her, she might be able to guide me a little bit on uh, the best way about going to sell my stuff. Because she did even offer during one of her lives. She said, "If you want my number, maybe we can meet up or whatever."
Yeah, that's cool.
Ironically, had a little anxiety about it. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. But like again, I want it, and that's the other issue I have is like there's a part of me that has anxiety about whether it's to find a new job or to really pursue what I say I want to pursue. There's an anxiety that comes up that's like, what are you doing?
Yep.
but
That is beautiful. Yep. You're letting the lines talk to you. The paper and the pens is taking you wherever it wants to take you.
well, I'm trying to draw the flower at a certain angle, and it's not really coming out the angle that I want it to come out in, but it is what it is. It's annoying, and I'm like, I don't want it to go that way. See, I forget about trying to control a chat. I can't even control my art.
Yeah. Well, the good news is I can move into my apartment anytime I want. The bad news is, well, my cat has to stay here for a little while longer without me because she has to have her shots, and this is basically the same thing as treating it like a dog, you know?
Yeah.
And she has to have all of her shots, and she has to be spayed. And it's going to take at least 2 or 3 more months before we can get her spayed because, yeah, $380 for spaying is really
So
expensive.
look around to see if there's any like organizations or like I know here they have a I think they have like a mobile vet that like maybe charges like 25 just to get their the a basic physical and shots.
Yeah, uh they have two here, but getting a voucher through the no kill shelter, you have to take your pet all the way to Salem just to get it done.
Yeah.
Yep. And then there's another one in Albany. My landlord was gonna try and find it for me, but I guess I don't know if you have to be a resident of Albany to have it done there or what.
And
Yeah.
if you look online, um, is it Friends of Animals or Friends of Pets or something like that that you can buy? You just have to make sure that the vet that you go to accepts the voucher. But there's because I did it for my boys. I think yeah for my cat.
Yeah.
But this was 14 years ago at this point. But I think they still do it. Like if you can get like $150 or whatever they're asking for the voucher, then I think you only have to pay for the actual vet visit.
Yeah.
So, but like instead of it being $300, it'll be like $150.
Yeah.
You know, because
Yep.
unfortunately for the females are more expensive because it's a more like it's a more invasive surgery.
Yep.
With the boys, it's they slice them open, they snip, they sew them back up. With the females, they have to.
Open everything up.
Yep. Yeah, but you should be able to find something closer to you.
Yep. And the no kill shelter's based out of Albany as well, but all the vets that do their spayings and neuterings are up in Salem.
Do you have a local like discussion page on Facebook for where you live? Because if you
Me?
it,
Me? No.
what you should know, is there one for your community?
Oh, you mean the city where I live?
Yeah, city or neighborhood or whatever.
Not that I know of.
One, you should look it up. Two, if there is one, I would suggest connect with it and then ask people in that group if they know of low cost um, pet services. To get your like for low income people or whatever.
Yeah.
Somebody might be able to tell you suggest um, something nearby or. I mean, sometimes those groups can be dumbasses, a bunch of dumbasses, but other times they're actually kind of helpful. What time is it? I've been on for an hour. Maybe I do another half hour. What do I want to do? I don't know.
Yeah, I think Maria fell asleep.
Which is fine.
They should be like, Dot. Yeah,
Dot, dot, dot. I really wish I could go to Morocco.
yeah,
Because I feel like if we could actually see each other, we can, really decide what we want to do.
yep,
And I go back and forth a lot because on one side, it's probably for the best. Maybe God's protecting us from each other. Maybe we were just supposed to learn lessons. I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. Maybe I shouldn't be spending time trying to figure it out.
yeah,
But I do love him. I probably deserve better, but I still love him. Once upon a time in your life, I ran and said hello. I said hey, hey. I did write a poem, kind of talking about what I'm feeling as far as that's concerned.
that's cool.
I did make a video for it. I only posted it to TikTok and YouTube, partly because on Facebook, my in-laws' family and people that know them, if I post it there, are gonna know I'm talking about him, and they'll ask my mother-in-law about it or whatever, and I don't want to put them in that position. And I know I've done it in the past, but last time I saw my mother-in-law, like she mentioned, that when I do post things like that where I'm trying to like let things out or let whether I'm being creative or I'm saying things outright, that like when I post things like that, then they end up getting questioned,
Yeah,
and I'm like, that's not my intent, but like it is my intent to kind of let people you know know the truth, or no, you know put it out there, but at the same time, and I'll be honest, sometimes I'm trying to get his attention, but it's not fair to my mother-in-law or my sister-in-law.
right.
So, and I love my mother-in-law. I
Yeah,
I, I joked with my mother-in-law, because you know we adore each other. Me and my mother-in-law adore each other,
yeah,
and I joked to her, go, you wanted me to marry your son because we can't be together.
Yeah.
Religiously and just, neither one of us go that way
Right.
and stuff. But I'm like, I said, but I was like, and I joked with her, and she actually laughed about it. I was like, so I go, you know why you wanted me to marry Nabil, my husband? And I said, because we can't be together.
Yeah.
And stuff, and she even like last time I saw her, I did talk about him, and I actually broke down. I try not to get too emotional when I talk about him, but occasionally it's a little too strong or too much.
Right.
And I was trying not to get emotional with her, but I eventually broke. Um, because they know him one way, and because of immigration, I've got to see the darker side of him.
Yeah.
Because I believe he has a good heart. I believe he's a good person, but the situation with immigration's brought out the worst. And maybe, I was meant to see that. And that's why I'm like, maybe I'm being protected. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. That is a very big process.
people people really don't understand the whole immigration.
No, they don't. I don't even understand all of it, but maybe about a tenth
Um,
of it, but
yeah,
that's about it.
like people don't understand. Like I don't even get it because I'm like everyone that I'm in a Facebook group for people in Morocco trying to get visas for one reason or another. And as far as like the interview, people think that like they get this detailed like they grilled them at the thing at their interview, and they don't. Like the interview for my husband and for other people, like their interviews are literally like 5 minutes long. They ask them a couple of direct questions, and there's some and the person interviewing is supposed to give them um judge on those on that 5 minutes whether the person is being truthful, or if it's a marriage visa, if like they have a real figure out if they have a real marriage or if it's fake.
Right.
For whatever reason, both times that we've applied, they see not they think ours isn't real. I don't know if it's because of, and I know he's very soft spoken. I know he's not an emotional person. So maybe because he doesn't show emotion, that like they're seeing that as a red flag. I don't
Mhm.
know,
Maybe
but so what?
anything's pretty much possible at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I know one. I know at least for the other thing is like he tried to give them proof of why I couldn't go, why I haven't been able to visit him, and they didn't even want to take it. So it's like he's trying to show you why I couldn't, like I haven't been there, and you don't want to see it. You know, not everybody has the same situations going on, but they didn't want to hear it
Right.
and stuff. And I don't know. And even if I wanted to do something right now, he doesn't want to do anything. Like, you know, he barely even wants to talk to me. So,
Huh.
because he's trying to give up, he's giving up. He's like, you know, they don't want us to be together, and he's very resentful of the whole situation, which is understandable.
Yeah.
Believe me, I get mad too. I'm like, if we weren't meant to be together, why were we brought together? Like, I'm trying to find the positive in this, but it destroyed it destroyed him emotionally, mentally, psychologically.
Yeah.
It hurt me as well, as far as like I don't know what to believe, I don't know what to think.
Oh, there's my kitty cat.
Hello, kitty cat. All I can do at this point is give it to God.
Pretty much. That's all anybody can do, you know?
Unfortunately, I'm one of those people that like if I'm not trying, then I feel like I've given up, and I don't want to give up, but I know I
Right.
have to let go, and letting go a lot of times feels like giving up.
Yep. Are you gonna do a bigger one of that?
Probably not.
Huh?
Probably not.
Ah. Because I really like that one too. That one's gorgeous. Is that like a hummingbird?
No, it's a ribbon in the middle of everything.
Ah, gotcha.
Tiffany, did you fall asleep? Oh, she said my phone is dying. I'm going to rest my stomach. Oh, okay. Might help if I read that earlier.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for this to dry, the top of it.
Somebody's still in there. Well,
Huh?
might be Maria.
Maybe. Maybe she went to sleep and left it playing.
Time to look. 10 more minutes
Yep.
to an hour and a half.
You've been on an hour and 20 minutes. At least
Yeah,
that's what my you've been on an hour and 20 minutes. At least that's what my phone says.
No, but I'm saying I'll end it at an hour and a half.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably finish this up tomorrow. I saw a cute water turtle on YouTube and took a screenshot of it, and I was like, yeah, maybe I'll paint that.
TikTok's being a dumb butt to me recently. They keep shadow banning me.
Huh.
My like one of my videos, one of my what is it, the day of or on this day, one of those actually got about almost 400 views, but everything else has been, you know, either just under 100
Yeah.
or under 200.
Yep. I've only had a few that reached 300 or a little over. I've only had a
Usually
few.
at least in the 200s, but for whatever reason, like they're not even giving me the 200s. They're like, I think one of them is still under 50. Another one is just above 50.
Weird.
It's annoying.
Well, let's see if Disney changes any of the rules on it.
I don't think Disney bought it because I've seen other videos. Because Dance, what is it? ByteDance, the one that actually owns, they have no intention of selling it to anybody.
Hmm. Well, maybe Disney collaborated with them to have part of it, or you know.
That was no. What I believe was happened was they're providing or they bought the servers that are in the United States already.
Uh-huh.
The servers, they didn't buy the company.
Uh.
So like they might have their hand in it, but it's not like they didn't buy ByteDance, which is the company that owns TikTok.
Huh.
It's the Chinese company that owns TikTok, and
Oh. Okay.
and they don't. The whole thing is they don't want the Chinese to own it.
Yeah.
What it really like, but everybody really knows that they're just trying to censor everybody. And not, it's not even about safety.
Yeah.
I don't believe it's about safety. I believe they're trying to censor people.
Censor people, like watch them or something, or
Censoring meaning they want to have control over what you're watching,
oh, yeah.
right? So you see how Facebook and YouTube and Instagram and some of the other popular ones, they're limited to some, like you don't see half the stuff that you see on TikTok, like especially like footage of what's going on in Palestine and things like that, things of that accord.
Uh-huh.
And they don't want you to see like they don't want you to see what's really going on. They want you to believe what they want you to believe. They want you to see what they want you to see. And these other companies, TikTok, Facebook, you know, they limit videos that show what's going on in these other countries and what's going on in our own country. and government doesn't like it.
Yep.
The thing that's stupid is some of these people that voted for the ban. They're using TikTok themselves.
Yep.
Like, so you want to ban the thing that you're promoting yourself on, that you're doing. Make it make sense.
Yep.
I don't know if I want to cover that in or not. Maybe. We got 4 minutes. I don't have much of this color left.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just saw that one video that Disney bought it.
But I think that happened the last time they were trying to ban it. I
Oh,
don't think that was recent. And
so that wasn't that.
again, again, they didn't buy TikTok. They I believe, bought the servers that are in the United States.
Yeah.
But the company ByteDance, the one that what they're trying to do is they're trying to force ByteDance to sell to someone in the U.S. and they don't want to sell,
Yeah.
which they shouldn't have to sell it. Because if they get control over TikTok, what else are they gonna really try to control?
Right.
They're 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 slowly but surely trying to take away all our rights. So I mean,
Yep.
it's not right. It's not good.
No, it's not.
God save us. So after this one, maybe I end it. Yeah, that one's too dark. I'm gonna finish off this one. Maybe I touch it up tomorrow night.
That's really pretty.
Yeah. All right. I think for tonight, that's it for tonight. I'll probably touch it up a little bit tomorrow night. Maybe add some leaves or stems or something.
Yeah.
For now, it's done. Thank you for hanging out.
Yeah, no problem.
And with that, I am ending it. As always, like, love, share, and inspire. Don't forget, love is everything. I will see you hopefully tomorrow night.
Yep.
Have a good
See
one.
you later, April.
Peace.
Bye.
Sweet dreams. Oh, yeah, that might help. End stream.